Hello everyone, welcome to Lukman IS. Today we are going to have the Hindu analysis of 21st December 2020. So let us see which are the important articles in today's The Hindu newspaper. So these are the articles. Let us see one by one and take input for our examination. First article on page number 6, editorial page. The context of the article here is that recently Supreme Court government has stayed the Supreme Court of India has stayed the decision or the order of Andhra Pradesh High Court regarding the constitutional breakdown, the inquiry into constitutional breakdown in the Andhra Pradesh government. So this is what the article is discussing, that the need to ensure the separation of power is very important in the state also, and somehow this was called overreach, judicial overreach of Andhra Pradesh High Court, and that's why this is the timely intervention by the Supreme Court of India. Okay, so the article is discussing the, let's say, background of what happened in the last 1 month. October में क्या हुआ था, November में क्या हुआ था, and then the analysis or let's say significance of this Supreme Court intervention. Okay, so Supreme Court on 18th December quite rightly stayed Andhra Pradesh High Court order that sought to convene a judicial inquiry into whether there is constitutional breakdown in YS Jagan Mohan Reddy led government in the state. Now what is the background here? The Andhra Pradesh High Court had suo motu summoned the state council to assist deciding whether the circumstances prevailing in the state of Andhra Pradesh, the court had a record finding that there is constitutional breakdown in the state or not. So such kind of inquiry was ordered by the High Court of Andhra Pradesh. However, Supreme Court in SR Bombay case, 9-member bench in Supreme Court construed the scope of Article 356, which is, let's say, dealing with the constitutional breakdown, question of constitutional breakdown or failure of constitutional machinery, that is dealt under Article 356, and if such constitutional breakdown is found, then the presidential rule is applied. Okay, presidential rule जिसको हम बोलते हैं state emergency जिसको हम बोलते हैं. So this is the prerogative under executive and not the judiciary. ठीक है, तो जैसे यहाँ पे हाई कोर्ट ने जो किया था इंक्वायरी, that inquiry or that is given by the governor of that state. The report is given to the President of India, and then President decides on that whether to impose President rule or not. So that is the prerogative of executive and not the judiciary. ठीक है, तो ये main aspect, main argument जहाँ पे हम बोलते हैं कि वो है. Okay, so yes. What the analysis is talking about after that this SR Bommai case, Supreme Court had said that the imposition of president rule in the state with stringent conditions for valid exercise of that power by the president after being presented with proclamation by the Union Council of Ministers. So the established procedure is there, and somehow stringent provisions are laid down in that case, SR Bommai case, by the Supreme Court because of earlier misuse of that presidential rule clause by many central government. So, but Andhra Pradesh High Court's order seemed to have reversed the scheme of things by putting the cart before the horse in asking to ascertain if there is a constitutional breakdown in the state. ठीक है, तो जुडिशरी को रोल है, बट कब है? फॉर जुडिशियल रिव्यू. जब ये सब डिसीजन होने के बाद जो है जुडिशियल रिव्यू का डिसीजन वो बाद में होगा, राइट? चीफ मिनिस्टर जगन मोहन रेड्डी had in unprecedented letter to CJI complained about the alleged hostile attitude of High Court against him and his government, besides making controversial allegations against senior Supreme Court judge. Now this was a letter sent by Chief Minister of Andhra Pradesh to CJI, and that created this controversy in October month that started, and somehow that Andhra Pradesh High Court also ordered that. Fine. So onus is now on the Supreme Court to put end to this unseemly tussle between judiciary and the government in the state. Ordering an internal inquiry into Chief Minister's letter would be a good beginning for this. So in conclusion, we can give the view on separation of powers. Now separation of powers in polity, Indian polity, or let's say it is given in our Indian constitution, one of the feature, separation of powers among the three wings of the government or state, we will say that, not government, state, and these are executive, judiciary and legislature. Okay, and there is a fine balance, a separation of power with checks and balances. This word is very important. UPSC mains has UPSC has asked question on this topic, separation of powers, and how sometimes judiciary go on, let's say, into the areas of legislature and executive, that is called as judicial activism, sometimes called as judicial overreach. So this is case of judicial overreach. ठीक है, तो you can quote this example when the question is talking about separation of power or let's say judicial overreach or activism. Fine? Okay. Next, laying the foundation for faster growth. Now C Rangarajan, former chairman of Economic Advisory Council, ठीक है, और RBI के गवर्नर भी रह चुके हैं, so his views are important. For let's say post COVID-19 economic growth, what should be the foundation of such kind of a revival of economic growth in India? So some important let's say facts, data is given in the article, and some let's say inputs for such kind of growth. So in Q1 the economy declined by 23.9% and in Q2 7.5% in the present financial year. Now, only if the Indian economy grows at 8% in 2021-22 will be compensating for decline in 2021. It is imperative that Indian economy grows minimum at 8% in next year. Okay, and this would be possible if by that time restrictions imposed because of COVID-19 are withdrawn and nation goes back to the normal state. Okay, at the same time it is talking about some sector can lead the can act as a lead sectors or engines of growth, and where the government capital expenditure is very important in those sectors. Along with that, the attitude of the government towards trade must also change. Closing the borders may appear to be good short-term policy to promote growth, but actually it kills the growth all around. A strong surge in our export will greatly facilitate growth in 2021-22. The growth must not only be consumption driven but also investment driven. This is long term sustainable growth, we can say that is investment driven growth, not only consumption driven. Okay, it is the latter, that is investment driven growth, which is in a developing economy can sustain the growth over long period of time. Very good statement, you can use in your answer essay. Monetary policy, the three major elements of the monetary policy in the last 1 year has been a reduction in interest rate through changes in policy rates, providing liquidity through various measures, and regulatory changes like moratorium on loans or let's say EMI payment and all these things, right? So this has been again helpful. Along with that, government expenditure should be speeded up from now on so that the contraction in the current fiscal as a whole can be reduced, and let's say investment should go up. However, the sad fact is that over the past 1 decade the investment rate has been falling. Some important fact, 2018-19 में जो rate है 32.2% of the GDP and जो था 38.9 in 2011 and 12. So in that direction we need to let's say augment investment. A strong effort must be made to improve the investment climate. National infrastructure pipeline is a good initiative in that direction. Along with that, we can say that the climate for investment is also influenced by non-economic factors, which social cohesion is most important. Okay, social cohesion in our society. There should not be any social conflicts and unrest going on in the country. Therefore, whenever there is social cohesion, more investment, especially foreign investment, will be more. Stability of the society and the government. Reforms are important in the context of rapid development. However, recent controversies, especially it is talking about the farm bills, over the reforms have shown the timing, sequencing and consensus building are equally important for such reforms. Okay. So the goal of 5 trillion economy by 2025 increasingly becoming more distant goal. The Indian economy in 2019 was around 2.7 trillion. To achieve the level of 5 trillion, we need to grow continuously at 9% for 6 years from now on. So this can be used in your essay paper as conclusion. जब भी economy से related आप essay लिख रहे हो, और if the question is talking about economic growth in GS3 paper, you can use this in conclusion. Okay, so such kind of inputs take directly, not a direct question we can say that can be directly answered from this article, but input in terms of, let's say, way forward and some important facts. Okay. India to bring more nations into coastal radar network. So what it is talking about is that as a part of efforts to further expand coastal radar chain network meant to enable real-time monitoring of high seas for threats, as also expand India's assistance for capacity building in Indian Ocean littoral state. Efforts are in advanced stages to set up coastal radar stations in Maldives, Myanmar and Bangladesh. Already Mauritius, Seychelles and Sri Lanka, these three countries have such stations. Okay, we have already been integrated into countries' coastal radar chain network. Similar plans are in pipeline for Maldives, Myanmar and Bangladesh and Thailand. Some important factual information for prelims. Indian Navy's Information Management and Analysis Center IMAC located in Gurugram. ठीक है, तो जो IMAC है that was set up after 26/11 Mumbai terror attack in as a nodal agency for maritime data fusion. See, ये कहाँ पे यूज करना है? जब आया इंटरनल सिक्योरिटी IR, ठीक है, तो इंटरनल सिक्योरिटी GS3 पेपर में ये यूज करना है जब भी हम मैरीटाइम सिक्योरिटी की बात कर रहे हैं, राइट? So we know that 26/11 infiltration of terrorists through the maritime route happened, and because of that the growing consciousness about maritime, let's say, security, and then this IMAC in Gurugram was established under Indian Navy. At the same time, Navy's Information Fusion Center for the Indian Ocean region, IFC IOR. Now this is very important for prelims, which is meant to promote maritime domain awareness, and here 3 more international liaison officers are expected to join soon, and those liaison officers have already joined from Japan, France and US. Okay, so this is how we need to know for prelims examination some important points for location of these let's say institutes or centers, and then for maritime security you can use that in GS3 paper. ठीक है, security part. Then important, ministries move to give fillip to indigenous sport. Now this is talking about that the sport ministry recently have included or approved the inclusion of 4 indigenous sports including Gatka, Kalaripayattu in Khelo India Youth Games, and other 2 are Thangta and Mallakhambh. Now these 3 Gatka, Kalaripayattu and Thangta, हमने पिछले हफ्ते ही उसको डिस्कस किया था. मार्शल आर्ट फॉर्म्स इन इंडिया, कलरीपयट्टू इन केरला, गटका पंजाब, थांगता मणिपुर. ठीक है, सो along with that Mallakhambh is very famous in MP and Maharashtra. Okay, so that is again included along with these 3 martial art forms. ठीक है, no, Thangta Manipuri martial art form, Gatka originates from state of Punjab, traditional fighting style for Nihang Sikhs warrior, used for both self defense as well as sports. Mallakhambh जो है एक पिलर होता है, उसमें अलग अलग वो फॉर्मेशंस करते हैं, उसमें काफ़ी स्ट्रेंथ लगता है. दैट इज फेमस इन MP and Maharashtra. Fine. And Kalaripayattu has origin in Kerala, has practitioners all over world like Bollywood actor Vidyut Jamwal also. ठीक है, ये साउथ इंडियन मूवीज में काफ़ी बार दिखाया जाता है कलरीपयट्टू जो टेक्निक्स है वो. फाइन. ओके, सो दिस इज बेसिक इंफॉर्मेशन फॉर प्रीलिम्स एग्जामिनेशन. तो ये सारे जो मार्शल आर्ट फॉर्म्स है इंडिया में वो आप नोट डाउन कर लो. फाइन. important captions and quotations, इकोनॉमिक ग्रोथ रिलेटेड जो पोस्ट कोविड वर्ल्ड में GS3 में अगर क्वेश्चन आता है और अगर ऐसे आता है तो आप ये कोड यूज कर सकते हो. फाइन. ओके फाइन. सो these were important articles from today's The Hindu newspaper. For further information on editorial discussion classes or ED classes wherein in-depth analysis of all mains related issues is done by Ansari sir and team, you can contact Lukman IAS. Thank you.